You're right. This hairpiece is the wrong color. I can clearly see it. I went out with my family the other day, but I wore a hat. So, my hair's changed color. This is medium dark brown from lordhair.com. Color number 4. Somebody said, go to Hair Bro. So I thought, alright, I'll try another company. I've been staying with Lord Hair because, they always did the fast deliveries, the shipping cost was included. But I checked on hairbro.com and their prices were similar and the shipping was also included. So it was $219 for a poly, I love poly, hairpiece. Can't remember what it's called, it's just a bunch of letters and numbers. But I got color number 3, $219, and then I guess because it was my first purchase, there was a thing that popped up on the screen saying get $10 off your first purchase or something. So yeah, I think they give you points or something for all your purchases. Obviously, they give you discounts for more bulk purchases. I think that must be the same with all hair companies. So it said 10% off if you get 2 hair pieces, and then extra percentage off if you get 3 hair pieces, etc. So we're still looking about 210 American dollars for that hairpiece, which is on its way. They say between 5 and 15 days delivery. So we've got this, it's a stock piece off the shelf. It's just a poly 0.03 millimeter. This hair color is incorrect. It's not the company's fault, that's what I ordered. But yeah, my hair must have either changed color, because I do vaguely remember my hair being this color. It's hard to remember what color your hair is. If you had to go to a wall chart without looking in the mirror and go, I think that, because I'm doing renovations at the moment, so I'm going through paint colors and all sorts of bench top stone colors, laminate colors. So you've got to go through color pickers and everything's so close, But yeah, it would be interesting if you could pick a color off a wall chart that was within 5 shades of what you think your hair color is. If it's black, then fuck off. I'm talking about shades of brown and blonde, basically, and red. It's hard. And this is just simply not my hair color anymore. It is my hair color here though. If you can see, I don't know if this light is good enough for you to tell, but this actually matches my beard's hair color, there and there. My hair is dark here and then fades down to basically this color when it gets there. I'm a bit worried because I'm overweight and I don't look good, and this hair piece is no good for me, and all my other hair pieces are chops of exactly this hair color. So either I'm going to dye them all or just keep them in reserve for a future date. But the thing is, I didn't buy a whole bunch of Hair Bro hair systems. I just bought one. I would never usually just buy one, but I just wanted to try it, Test out the color, test out the company, see how they are, see how the quality's like, if they're V-looped in, are they going to fall out easily, etc. But then again, it's hit and miss with every company, isn't it? Some hair pieces are better than others, so you can't go off one hair piece, really, give it a proper review of the company. You can review the hair piece, but not necessarily the company as a whole. It could be 1 in every 100 hair pieces has easy pull-out hairs, whereas other ones which are packed tighter. And I think in terms of poly, there's a plastic seal they put on the underside of it that sort of lock in those V's at the bottom. So I assume it's just going to be exactly the same as Lord Hair's hair pieces. I don't know if there's one company in North Korea or something that's whacking out these hair pieces and these other people are just selling them on, because I never did the interview with Lord Hair. Lazy. But yeah. I've got to fix up some of this haggard shit. This is looking very grey here. Very, very, very grey. I feel like I've got to chop it shorter. And I feel like I've got to shave my face just so I don't look so unkempt. I really don't like this hairpiece either, but in the meantime, I'm going to continue to wear it. I don't know how to go about dyeing this to try to match my natural hair color. If I was going to dye it all, I would dye this probably as well, because, you know, if I go back. But then it's interesting to see the kids you went to school with going grey now, you know? We should do it together instead of bullshitting, you know? It's like, yeah, I didn't age, you all aged. It's like, I know every fucking person in this room's age, motherfucker. They're all 43, right? There's some of you are 44 and some of you are 42, but you're all the same age as me. That's how it works. It's weird how the real world isn't like school at all, isn't it? They didn't prepare us. Okay, so I'm gonna put on maybe I'll start by shaving my face right all the way down. I think with this length, with, you know, what is this? A week's worth of full regrowth after, I mean, maybe 2 days ago I did this. 5 days ago maybe, I went short. But if you want to use the razor and you want to shave all this off, right, it's easier if they're shorter. It takes less razor strokes. If you just get rid of the bulk off the start with. Now, every time I shave my face all the way to the skin, I look fatter, and I look gaunt, and all the nasolabial folds here and the bags under my eyes stand out way too much, and I just look sick. So I will consider not shaving my face, but I wanted to just give it a try. Because this is the most I would usually ever do, what I'm doing now. Even now, you can see my appearance changing just from this alone, right? This is a hair channel, so it makes sense to discuss beards and how they change your appearance as well. What I haven't tried, well I have accidentally, is shaving off the eyebrows. I recommend you never do that in your whole life. There's no reason for you to do it, ever. Except, you know, if you're gonna get used dare for $10,000. I'd shave off an eyebrow for $10,000. $9,000? I don't want to tell you, just in case you want to give me $10,000 to shave off an eyebrow, but fuck yeah, I think I'd do it for $9,000 as well. I'll buy a car. I'll be the one eyebrow guy with a new car. Not new, secondhand, but still good. Now, I like my sideburns longer. Not long in terms of hair length, but longer in terms of verticality. I just made that word up. Put it in the dictionary. All right, do I want to shave this completely? Now that I've done that, I feel like I've changed the look of my face. I don't need to shave it more, that's it. I'm not Superman, I'm more Batman, okay? Batman's got stubble. So I'm gonna shave this bit here to a 6, I think. When I say 6, I mean 6 millimeters. Yeah, it'll be interesting to try out a new hair company. It's not betrayal or anything, I just have to explore. So I'm lifting up as I get closer to that edge there, so I don't go too short up there. So how's that side compared to that side? Improvement? Now that I've come up a bit, I feel like I need to shave that just a little bit higher. To the bottom of the bottom nub. Wait here a second. I want to look up on the internet what this part of the ear is actually called. Okay, I'm never going to remember this, but it's awesome. Guess what this is called? This thing right here. The tragus. For those of you who already knew that. It's new to me, so I'm excited. Got 2 traguses, or is it tragi? See, I bet you don't know the answer to that, smart ass. All right, tragus. How good is that? It's my tragus. So you go to that's where my sideburns should end, at the bottom of the tragus. Now, in terms of this hairstyle, this is a weird hairpiece. I go into the shower, I put shampoo, and then I start doing that, and then it tangles. It's tangling in the shower. That's never happened with any other hairpiece before. Just doing this, right? It's causing it to knot. And then I'm gonna get the brush and just scrape the shit. It's weird. I've never had a hairpiece like the ones that are coming out of this custom rectangle that I ordered. Not sewn in either. They just, when I lift it up, all the hairs stay on the glue and the netting comes up. It's fucking terrible. I don't understand how they did it so badly. Anyway, that was a bit of a motivation for me to go, all right, who a hair bro? I thought it's just like, shave your hair bro. That's usually where I hear the hair bro, but this guy must have gone, shave your hair bro, hairbro.com, right? He signs it off as Luke. That's a Western name. Anyway, could be, don't know where they're located. It doesn't really matter on the internet, does it, where some company's located? Unless you think, well, that country is shit at making stuff. Like if you're gonna buy car parts, Germany, if it's the same price, get it from there, right? Yeah, I'd have to have a shower to do anything with this, but really, this is the hairpiece over the stuck down hair. I am going out with my mum today. She's going to help me with the colour palettes of the kitchen and everything. So I don't really need to look good. But yeah, I'm not going to take this off right now. But that just doesn't work, does it? I'm trying to brush that over. This is why having a short haircut is so much trouble. This would sort of blend in if it was all long like before. It seems like it's just flowing from long, buffy, but flowy, fucking long hair of this color and just flowing out to get blonder towards the front as if it was bleached or something because I went to a hairdresser and that's what I decided to do. But nobody goes, conk, right? That's not a proper hairstyle. You might do it like right along the front rim if you want to be all like fucking half-hearted about being punk-like or whatever. Being groovy, skateboarder or something. But, yeah, it doesn't work. No. Now, in terms of the effects of having my actual hair stuck down, somebody wrote, but 2 weeks is how long you leave it before you shave and do the full reapplication anyway. Wasn't your hair only 2 weeks long when you pasted it down? I thought it was longer than that. I'll tell you something. Look, this is what happens, right? See here, can you see the netting? You wouldn't normally see the netting, right? Because the netting against skin looks like your skin color. There's no visibility of the base material. If this were poly is so thin, you can see through it as well. So you would see the hairs just as bad as this. It's not that you're seeing the hairs so much at this, length here through the netting, because this is medium density. If it was any lower density, it'd be pretty visible. Because you can see the scalp through medium light density. And in that situation, yeah, totally you'd see the hairs right now. Especially if it was wet, Even if it wasn't wet with medium light, you'd still see through. See the blob, big fucking, when you go swimming and there's a shadow underneath you, what the fuck is that? Probably just some seaweed, but it could be a shark, it could be a big fucking mantis, Ray. We got Ray mantis. What are those things called? Those triangles that swim through the ocean in. What is a group of those things called? Stingrays. What is a group of stingrays called? A fever, I think, or something like that. Like there's a murder of crows. I think it's a gaggle of turkeys or something. Learn your group names. They're very interesting. I think it's a mob of people. It's also a mob of kangaroos. Yeah, a murder of crows. Anyway, I think I won't go short with the 12 over the top of these, even though it would suit my current hair length. I just want more to play with and style with. Because if I go short here and this starts bulging out like a, what is the mushroom monster from Super Mario Brothers called? They've got names. Don't know, I've forgotten. It has a name. Those mushroom things you go, right, and then you just jump, boom, boing, right? You jump on their heads and you don't get killed. Anyway, that is just a facial hair improvement. In terms of hair brushing and styling, I'm not going to bother with that right now. Might have a shower later, but not before I've published this.